Hello everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Destiny video. Today at Nova, a few more cards from across the galaxy were spoiled. Got some really cool looking legendaries coming up in this set, so a few of those legendaries were spoiled today, so we got 3 legendaries and a rare. We're just going to go ahead and take a look at the cards in set order. So first card up here is Jyn Erso's Blaster. 3 resources, a unique weapon upgrade, 2 range damage, plus 3 range damage, 3 indirect, discard, shield, blank, has redeploy. So once you put the character that's on dies, you can transfer it off to another character. And after you activate the attached character, you may reroll this die or discard the top card of a deck. If the upgrade is on Jyn Erso, reroll any number of her character dice. So if it's not on her, it kind of acts a little bit like the riot baton. When you roll it in, you get to re-roll it. This is really strong with this one because it only has 1 blank when the riot baton has 2 blanks. Again, different cards for different styles of decks. This is range and indirect, and that was all melee or melee damage, just as the damage dice go. But again, redeploy, and then so I like that it has the flexibility of either re-rolling itself. So if I roll damage, I'm probably just going to keep the damage there. And then discard the top card of the deck. So you choose not to re-roll, you get to discard the top card of the deck. If you roll a blank or something you don't need, like a shield or a discard, you can re-roll it, hoping for damage. And then if it's on Jyn, you get to re-roll it or discard the top card of the deck, as well as re-roll any number of her character dice. So let's say she rolls it terribly. With this, you get to re-roll this as well as the character dice as well. Redeploy is really good. 3 damage sides. The ability to potentially fix itself with its reroll or get rid of cards. And also fix character dice if it's on Jyn. Get to reroll her dice as well. Just her character dice, but that's still a really strong effect. So that is Jyn Erso's Blaster. We're going to move into our next card. And the next card up we have here is Qui Gon Jinn's Lightsaber. So 3 resources, upgrade weapon, 2 melee, plus 3 melee, shield, 2 shields, 2 shields, blank, unique of course. After 1 or more shields are removed from the attached character, you may exhaust this upgrade to give the character 1 shield. If the upgrade is on Qui Gon Jinn, you may draw a card. So the new Qui-Gon has some interesting stuff, but I really think this goes really well with the original Qui-Gon. So original Qui-Gon, basically you resolve shields. If Qui-Gon has a shield on him, you can remove the shield to do a damage before you get that shield. So if I have a shield and I resolve a die for 1 shield, I can remove his shield to do a damage and then put that shield back. So with this, if you're using that ability, you'll be able to resolve the shield die or some other effect that gives you shields, like Luke's protection or any kind of like event that gives shields. Remove a shield, do a damage, and then exhaust the upgrade to gain another shield as well. And then if it's on Qui-Gon, either the new one or the original Qui-Gon, you also get to draw a card. The damage sides here, so only 2 damage sides, which may be an issue, but if you're running it with the original Qui-Gon, basically the entire die is damage sides with the exception of the blank. Depending on if you have shields on him, you can resolve the shield sides here to ping damage. And then the new Qui-Gon has abilities that are dependent on how many shields Qui-Gon has. So this goes really well with either Qui-Gon. I really like the idea of it with the original, so where you ping a shield and then resolve the shield, remove 1, exhaust this, gain another shield, and do damage as well. So that is Qui-Gon Jinn's Lightsaber. It's another legendary. We're going to move into our next card. And next up, we have Jyn Erso, Daring Infiltrator. So red version of Jyn. That's a leader character, 12 health for 13 or 16, so she doesn't quite hit the 1-to-1 ratio, but much better costed than the original, which was 15-20. The original Jyn was, I think, a good character, had a good die, had a good ability. It was just the price for her at Elite, which is 20, didn't leave her with a whole lot of other people she could pair with at Elite. This lets you get 14 points to use on another character, so you can immediately do Elite Jyn, this version of Jyn, and an Elite Cassian, for example. But her dies, so 2 range, plus 2 range, discard, blank. And after you activate this character, you may look at the top 3 cards of an opponent's deck and rearrange them in any order. You may discard the top card of that deck. So you get to look at your opponent's top 3 cards, put their really good card on the top, and then immediately discard it with the second half of her ability. I really like the concept of using her with Fate, even though Fate and her will only be standard legal for maybe a few months because this comes out in November. Next set will probably come out in February, and then everything from the Awakening cycle will rotate out, and Fate is in the Awakening cycle. But Fate her in, look at the top 3 cards, rearrange them, discard their top card, remove her dice, and then activate her again. Do the thing again. Look at the top 3, rearrange them, discard the top. And so I can see her really going well in a mill deck because whenever she activates, she's going to rearrange and mill 1. If you pair her with Cassian, you can do, when you resolve his die, you can discard cards. Jyn also has the 2 discard sides on her die as well as 3 damage sides. So I believe the other Jyn was 2 range, I think 2 discard, single discard, and resource. This doesn't give you a resource side, but it still gives you gets rid of that resource side in favor of another range damage side. They increase her health by 2, lower her cost. I think this is going to be really interesting. She doesn't have the ability to reduce events anymore, but you can still maybe pair her with a yellow character. If you have enough points, you can do Calling You Favors, because you do her at 16. Even though Calling You Favors is a 4-point plot, you need to pair her with like a 10-point character. A 10-point yellow character, I should say. But that could be really interesting. So you can then get some yellow events, yellow removal in there for cheap, or stuff that like fixes dice. I'm really looking forward to building decks with this because like I like her health. Her dice sides are good. She's got get 3 damage sides, 2 discards, and then whenever she activates, she's going to basically selectively discard something. So look at the top 3 cards, choose whatever is best, put that on top, and then get rid of it. So that is Jyn Erso. I really like that you can now pair her with Cassian at Elite and have a pretty good build deck with maybe enough damage to just win by damage as well. So win by either milling or win by damage. So that's Jyn. We're going to move into our last card. And last up, we have the Inferno Squad ID-10 Seeker Droid. Just realized I said we were going in set order. This one should have been done first. But anyway, so 1 resource. It's an upgrade droid. So like the ID-9, it goes onto a character. 1 melee, focus, resource, special, and no blanks. Special, look at an opponent's hand and discard a card from it. That opponent may take 1 additional action during their next turn this round. So that is going to be a huge deterrent to this card. However, if you run it on Jyn Erso, have this on her, you roll Jyn Erso in, let's say you resolve the special on this, look at your opponent's hand, discard a card from it, any card, so this is a really strong special, and then Jyn's ability, or Iden, however you pronounce it, when her dice are in your pool, your opponents cannot take additional actions. So you are going to look at your opponent's hand, discard a card from it, and then basically ignore the second half of the special, which is the opponent may take 1 additional action during their next turn. This is a unique, so you can only have 1 of it because this is like her personal Seeker Droid. So if you played Battlefront 2, I believe, the EA Battlefront 2, you'll control this guy for a little bit in that game. But really solid dice, so you have 1 damage side, you have 2 focus, you have a resource, and 2 specials. And then those specials discard cards. It could be any cards. You can get rid of any card in their hands, so you think of what they're going to be playing next, just get rid of it. And then, again, if you have this on Iden, you are then basically ignoring the second half of the special, so they're not going to be able to take additional actions as long as you have 1 of her character dice in your pool when you resolve the Seeker Droid special. So that is the Inferno Squad Seeker Droid. That's going to do it for this video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll be back again with more spoilers as more and more cards get revealed, leading up to the release of Across the Galaxy in November. So hopefully we'll see more stuff coming out of Nova maybe in the next day or 2. When those are revealed, I'll of course do a video for it. So again, that's going to do it for now. I want to thank you for watching, and everyone, take care. Have a good one.